maybe not snow days for school since they're out of school right now, but school is a topic we're interested in. Students in Boston may be forced to mask up when they return to class. Boston Public Schools superintendent telling staff and families in a letter, quote, based on last year's experience with a significant surge in COVID and its impact on staffing shortages and student absences, we know this temporary policy change may help mitigate any concerns as we return from winter break. Here to discuss is Fox News medical contributor, Dr. Nicole Saphier. Doctor, is this a trust the science policy? This isn't the only school system looking at doing this, but bringing masks back, I believe, for the first 2 weeks of school is what they're proposing. I don't even think they've decided on it. What do you think about it?
Well, good morning, Joey. And mask wearing has been one of the widest debated topics throughout the entire pandemic. But the fundamental problem here is that you've had the public health establishment exaggerate the risk of COVID to kids, some of the mask wearing, the transmission in school for the last 3 years. And while some of these precautionary things may have been acceptable early on in the pandemic, 3 years in, the onus is really on public health experts to prove that some of these interventions work. And now the CDC continues to point to a bunch of observational studies suggesting that there may be decreased transmission rates through mask wearing, but unfortunately observational studies have a ton of bias in them. In fact, when a group of private researchers tried to replicate one of the CDC studies, they used a larger patient population and did it over a longer period of time, and they failed to reproduce any statistically significant drop in case rates with the mask mandates. Harvard itself, out of Massachusetts, which I'm sure they're pointing to the study, just came out last month they looked at the districts in Massachusetts, those who removed the mask mandates in schools versus those that did not. And they did it over a 15-week period, and their big conclusion was, hey, there was a decreased case transmission rate for the schools that kept the mask mandates in place. But if you actually look at the data, over those 15 weeks, there were only 3 weeks where there was a statistically significant decrease in case rates. And it wasn't those first 2 weeks. It was actually the 12th through the 15th week. And by the way, they had to note at the end, and you saw really the protection in the staff, not really the kids. But Joey, I'll tell you, public health is not about just the numbers. It's not just about decreasing transmission rates. There are so many other factors involved, especially when it comes to children wearing masks. They're now saying you need to mask up to prevent RSV and flu. But RSV and flu have been around for decades, if not centuries. Don't you think if masks had proven to work before, that they would have mentioned it before COVID? It doesn't necessarily make sense.
Well, this topic really kind of segues into where we are with schools. When we look at Governor Youngkin in Virginia was able to get elected, talking about parents, their position in schools, and kind of the public enemy number one, I guess if you're conservative or a parent that cares, has been Randy Weingardner. And so we have a tweet from her kind of taking a victory lap on COVID mandates, saying, see if we can pull it up here, it says, thank you, Diane Radvich. The pandemic took a terrible toll. We know in school learning is vital for kids. Thank you for specifying the ways we pressed for, and here's the good part, safe in-person schooling. I think if you look at just the controversies under her and the fact that most of us still remember she was a big advocate for not going back into school, saying it was dangerous for teachers through the teachers union. Do you think this is really just a politicized thing at this point?
Joey, I wrote an entire opinion piece on FoxNews.com discussing how Randy Weingarten single-handedly have corrupted our children and are such a detriment, and there will be consequences that we will have to recover from for decades to come. But at the end of the day, when we're talking about mask mandates, Joey, all you have to really do is look to the states versus those who did and did not have mask mandates. If you look at the raw data, you're comparing California versus Florida. You would think that California may have had decreased hospitalizations and deaths because they kept their mask mandates in place, but the fact is that's not true. Yeah. When you actually do age adjustments, you see there were lower death rates in Florida based on the population. So at the end of the day, there's no place for these mask mandates anymore. And moving forward, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you're sick, stay home. That's the place we're at.
That's the doctor's orders. I love it. I agree with it, and I think most parents do too. Dr. Nicole Saphier, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Joey.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.